good old-fashioned classic method. You've probably seen this before on television. Yep, that's right. The old swinging watch. And what I'd like you to do is each of you just focus on the watch. Now, as you're focusing on the watch, notice your breathing getting deeper. Notice your eyes beginning to blink a bit. Feeling them beginning to want to close. Eyes growing heavier, heavier. Beginning to close down. Closing down. Closing down. Let yourself relax. 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 Eyes closing. Closing. Closing down. Closing down. Closing tightly now as you relax. 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 Focusing on my voice. Focusing on my voice now. And as you focus on my voice, let your body relax. 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 You may become so relaxed that your hands just drop to your sides. Just letting your hands drop to your sides now. Just dropping down. Dropping down as you relax. 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 You may feel your legs wanting to uncross now. Just letting your legs uncross as you relax even more. Relax even more. And just letting your legs uncross as you relax still more. Relaxing even more. And continuing deeper and deeper and deeper still. Focusing entirely on my voice. Focusing entirely on my voice now as you continue to relax. Continue to relax. Continue to relax. And as you relax now, you'll notice that your eyes are closing very tightly. Eyes closing tighter and tighter and tighter still. Eyes closing so tightly that for just a moment, the harder you try to open your eyes, the tighter they close. And the harder you're trying now, the tighter they're closing. And now relax your eyes. Let them close naturally and normally. Now I'm going to take one of your arms. I'm going to have you extend it straight out. As you extend that arm, it becomes very stiff, very rigid. Even the fingers are getting very stiff, very rigid now. That arm, that hand are getting very stiff, very rigid, like a bar of steel. That arm, that hand beginning to lock right into place. That arm, that hand locked tightly into place now. That arm, that hand, even the fingers are locking tightly into place, like they're a bar of steel. So stiff, so rigid now, so stiff and rigid that for a moment, the harder you try to bend that arm, the stiffer it becomes. You may try now to bend the arm, and the harder you try, the stiffer it gets. Trying as hard as you can to bend that arm, the harder you try, the stiffer it gets. When I touch your arm, it just drops to your side, and sleep, sleep, sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. Now that hand and that arm become very light, very light. So light it begins to rise and lift right up into the air like a helium balloon. That hand, that arm are becoming like a helium balloon, beginning to float and lift and rise right up into the air, floating up and up and up. And as I touch your other hand, that also begins to rise right up into the air. So now if I give your hand a little push, it just helps it get started, just floating, lifting, rising right on up, right on up. And let this arm begin to rise as well, just floating on up as it wishes to. This arm just begins to float right on up, higher and higher and higher. And what you happen to notice right now is that you're being pulled right up out of the chair. You're being pulled right up because those arms are so light, they pull you right up into the air. Being pulled higher and higher. Just let yourself be pulled all the way up so you're standing up now. All the way up, and you're standing up, and you're getting lighter and lighter. You feel yourself begin to float now. For the person I'm touching, you feel yourself floating along. In fact, when I touch your forehead, you're no longer touching the ground. You're just floating. And as you feel yourself float, a big smile comes to you. You just feel so good now, so good just to float and to drift and to float, floating along more and more. And now when I touch your forehead again, you suddenly feel very heavy and just drop back to the couch. Very deep sleep now. Arms drop down, deeper and deeper and deeper still. Now you find that your hands just drop down as well. And you now find that you're just going deeper and deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. Now what you're going to discover is when I snap my fingers, the first time I snap my fingers, you find that your name is stuck inside of your mouth. And the harder you try to say your name, the more it sticks in your mouth. But the second time I snap my fingers, your name pops out. So when I snap my fingers the first time, your name is stuck in your mouth. When I snap my fingers the second time, you can say your name again. As I snap my fingers the first time, trying to say your name as much as you can, and the harder you try, the more it sticks in your mouth. Trying now to get stuck completely and totally now. And now when I snap my fingers the second time, it pops out.
Nice.
And going deeper and deeper and deeper still. More and more relaxed. Now what I'm going to suggest is that when I snap my fingers, you completely forget your name. You not only can't say it, you don't even remember it anymore. In fact, now you've completely forgotten your name. And as you've completely forgotten your name, a big smile comes to you. Let a really big smile come to you as you completely forget your name. Just let it go for a little while. Completely gone from your mind. As I snap my fingers, it's totally gone. You're going to open your eyes, and you're going to try to introduce yourselves to each other. When I snap my fingers, your name is totally gone. You're going to open your eyes and try to introduce yourselves to each other. And as you've forgotten your name completely, a really big smile comes to you now. It'll be a really big smile. Now you can open your eyes deep in hypnosis and try to introduce yourselves to each other.
Hi.
You are... And who are you? And your name is... I'm sorry, what is your name? What's so funny? What's so funny? Okay, now what you'll each discover, as you focus right up on me now for a moment, just focus right at me. And what you each discover is you're now picking the most perfect name you could ever have for yourself. The ideal name for you. And as I come to each of you, you'll introduce yourself with your ideal name, the perfect name for you. And what is your name?
Karen?
Karen? It's a pleasure to meet you, Karen. Your name is now Karen as you sleep. And what is your name?
Draven.
Draven? And Draven, sleep. And what is your name?
Donatella.
Donatella? It's a very pretty name, Donatella. And now sleep. Now, at the count of 5, you're each going to come out of hypnosis. However, you completely forget you've just been hypnotized. But your names are now Karen, Draven, and Donatella. And you're sure those are your names. You know your names are Karen, Draven, and Donatella. So at the count of 5, you awaken, forgetting everything we've done, completely forgetting you've been hypnotized. Sure you're about to be hypnotized for the very first time. You're sure now you're about to be hypnotized for the very first time. And you'll find when I tell you to enter hypnosis, you'll enter that state instantly and very deeply. 1, feeling good. 2, feeling very good. 3, feeling wonderful. 4, feeling great. And 5, awaken now. Okay. Now, Ladies, I should ask each of you, have any of you ever been hypnotized before?
No.
Okay. So, okay, and just so you know who everybody is, can I ask you to introduce yourselves?
Donatella. Draven. Karen?
Okay. And Karen, by chance, do you know anybody by the name of Tanya?
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
My cousin.
Oh, your cousin. Okay, that's great. All right, are you each ready to be hypnotized?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're comfortable with that? And, oh, Draven, sleep. What do you think about that, Karen?
Can you do that to me?
Do you want me to?
No.
Okay, and what do you think about that, Donatella?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Sleep. Deeper, deeper, sleep. Right now. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Think that's going to work for you, Karen? No way? There is no way I can just go sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. Continuing much, much deeper. Much, much deeper. Letting yourself go very deep, and sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. More and more relaxed. Letting yourself go 10 times deeper than you were before. Letting yourself go 10 times deeper now. 10 times deeper. Much, much deeper. Much, much deeper. And when you're 10 times deeper than you've ever been, a really big smile comes to you. When you're 10 times deeper than you've ever been, let a really big smile come to you. And it feels so good to go this deep. Now, what you're each going to discover is when I snap my fingers, you're going to stand up. And as you stand up, you're going to feel dizzy for just a second or two. But after that dizziness passes, you will discover yourself wearing the most beautiful clothes you could ever imagine. And right now, Donatella, what do you imagine yourself wearing when you stand up? What do you see yourself wearing?
Like a silvery white gown. Kind of low cut with kind of old-fashioned 30s sort of thing with draped arms.
And what's the fabric?
It's like a silk and a chiffon.
All right, you can see that very clearly in your mind now. And what about you, Draven? What do you picture yourself wearing?
Jane Book dress.
I'm sorry?
Jane Book, she's a designer.
Okay.
It's velvet.
Okay. What color?
Burgundy.
And that's exactly what you see and feel yourself wearing. And Karen, what do you see yourself wearing?
Bubbles and feathers and petals.
Okay. Now, when I snap my fingers, you each stand up, you're going to feel dizzy for just a second or two, and then you'll find yourself wearing those clothes right now. Stand up. It's okay if you feel a little dizzy for a second. There you go. It's okay if you stand back up again, Draven. As you stand back up, and Draven, as you stand up, feel the clothes you're wearing right now. What's the fabric?
It's velvet.
And what's your fabric right now? What are you wearing? Karen, what are you wearing?
Bubbles and rose petals.
Show off to everybody how beautiful you look. Donatella, what are you wearing right now?
Got a white silky thing with draped arms.
In fact, now you're a model showing off how beautiful you look. Incredibly beautiful. Each of you are looking very beautiful. And in fact, what you're about to see is you close your eyes for a second or two. Just close your eyes for a second or two. And you open your eyes, there's a mirror in front of you, and you've never looked so beautiful in your life. You've never looked this way. Go ahead and open your eyes and see yourselves in that mirror. Go ahead and open your eyes, and you look so incredibly beautiful. You look more beautiful, more sexy than you ever have in your life. In fact, as you look at yourself, you're feeling sexier and sexier. You're feeling very sexy right now as you look that way. You look absolutely wonderful now. You look absolutely radiant. And now you find that you just feel so good. You look so incredibly beautiful. And in fact, tell me, Karen, when's the last time you looked this beautiful?
Never.
All right, and how about you, Draven? Have you ever looked anywhere near this good?
Oh,
You look great, don't you? Tell her, how do you look?
I look fantastic. I love this. This is just right.
Mm-hmm. Now, as you're each looking so very good, you're just going to close your eyes again for a couple of seconds. And a woman as beautiful as you deserves an incredibly good-looking guy. So as you open your eyes, you're going to see the most handsome, most good-looking guy you've ever seen right in front of you. Go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. See him incredibly handsome, incredibly good-looking. And in fact, as you see him, you may want to walk over to him and say hello. Because he's just so incredibly good-looking. If you'd like to, you're welcome to do that.
I can't.
Why is that?
I'm married.
Now at this point, Donatella, you now just forget for a moment all about being married. This guy is so good looking it doesn't matter at all, does it? Go ahead, come over and say hello to me.
Hi.
Hi,
My name is Donatella.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And if you want to, you can come over and say hello.
Karen.
How are you, Karen? It's a
I'm
pleasure.
very well, thank you.
And how you look absolutely
I feel a
beautiful.
little dressed up. You have a room.
I know, yeah.
Is everything okay with you, Grace?
Yes.
What's happening?
I don't know. They come in.
Ah, I see. Well, Karen, you look absolutely radiant today.
Thank you.
In fact, is that what you normally wear? Or are you just looking special tonight?
Special night.
In fact, you're looking very good right now.
Thank you.
In fact, you're feeling very sexy right to sleep. Just drop. Karen, sleep. Just drop back into the chair. Deeper and deeper and deeper. And Draven, how do you feel right now? Sleep. Donatella, have you enjoyed meeting that man?
Oh, yeah.
Was that really wonderful and fun?
Yeah.
Sleep. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. Now, in a moment, you're each going to come out of hypnosis. You're going to remember everything we've done and your names come back to you, real names come back to you. So again, each of you, when I snap my fingers, say your real name.
Stephanie.
Denise.
And you can say your real name as well.
Tanya.
And just sleep even deeper. Let your eyes close back down and sleep even deeper. Now, what you each discover is you're still wearing those very beautiful clothes. You're still feeling very sexy. But again, you remember everything we've done except where the clothes came from. It's the one thing you forget. And you'll realize you're still wearing them even out of hypnosis. So at the count of 5, you're coming out of hypnosis, refreshed, alert, awake and aware, ready to be hypnotized again and ready to experience even more wonderful things with hypnosis in just a little while.